Hello my friends, and welcome to vlog number 49, one away from half a century. So today's vlog's going to be slightly different. While I'm cycling along one of my favourite canal paths, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about mental health and what I think could help you if you're suffering in this area. Mental health is a subject that's very important to me and many people around the world right now. To be more specific, I'd like to talk about what's important to me and helps me stay sane in these hard times that we're all facing right now. The things that I do in general anyway, but I believe them to be even more important right now to keep my mental state healthy, and I believe they could help you. Let me explain. Anyone that knows me or follows me on here or Instagram or Facebook will know that I love the outdoors. I love hiking with friends, I love taking local walks with my family, and I love travelling with my girlfriend. I love all of that. But I also love doing things by myself, oftentimes with no intention. Solo adventures, solo travel, whatever you want to call it. To me it's meditation. Mindfulness meditation, I guess. Wherever I am, whether it be hiking through the hills, walking along a beautiful stretch of coastline, or cycling along the canal like I am here, I totally immerse myself into my surroundings. My mind gets taken away from everything else and focuses on what's right there in front of me, right in that moment. And this is why I believe spending time on your own and taking time to do things solo from time to time is good for the soul. It's also good for the mind, and personally I think it's a great activity for helping with mental health. Take me here for example. When I'm working, quite often in my spare time I'll cycle along this canal route to get my meditation fix. It's the same route, but it's always different. Every day there's different boats, different people doing different things, different sounds, different weather conditions, different smells, different wildlife, different seasons, the list goes on. And it's such a joyful and happy environment. The canal community and way of life is something else in itself. I think that's what makes this little bike ride so special. You get a glimpse into a different way of living and a glimpse into other people's lives, literally. It's a life of simplicity and a more natural way of living. It's like going back in time a little. As I cycle past, I always have new things that catch my eye, cheer me up, surprise me, inspire me, get my creative side flowing. As I cycle along, I come up with so many creative ideas and quite often come up with solutions to any problems I may have. My mind gets taken away to this little world of ideas and thoughts that are nothing but positive and beneficial. This is why I truly believe that taking yourself away and doing something on your own is great for mental health, and I believe it's worth promoting. So here I am, cycling along and promoting solo travel. When anyone hears the term solo travel, it can sound a little bit daunting at first, because most people would associate the term with a big, exciting solo trip abroad to a country you've never been to before. Although I thrive off this and would highly recommend it, I know it's not for everyone. So I like to use the term solo activity rather than solo travel. Just doing something like I'm doing here, a simple cycle ride, on your own, taking in the surroundings and leaving everything else behind for a few minutes or hours. Being by yourself allows you to really let you concentrate on what's around you, taking your mind off any unwanted thoughts at that moment in time, and really allows you to focus on what's in front of you. You have no one to talk to, no one to take you out of your zone. You focus on exactly what you want, for as long as you want, whenever you want. By doing this, your mind is in the moment, or in the now, as Eckhart Tolle's book is called. You're practicing mindfulness meditation, with the added bonus of getting some exercise, fresh air, and some lovely views if possible. I know this all sounds like simple stuff, but I also know there are people out there that really struggle to spend time on their own, and I get that. So to those people, just take things slow, go on a short local walk to begin with, into nature if possible with no intention, and allow yourself to just focus on your surroundings. Really take in the simple things, the shape of the leaves on the trees, the small bugs flying around, the sound of nature, the clouds moving, the water flowing. Study that butterfly clumsily flying off into the distance. You get the gist. This isn't only good for mental health, but I think it's also good for honing your concentration skills. If you're like me, and have a mind that loves to wander, then it's a great way to improve those skills. A great thing to do, and I know this will make some people feel a little uneasy, is to leave your phone at home. No phone equals no distractions. All you have to focus on is your surroundings. And in time, when you've built up some willpower, take your phone with you, with the Wi-Fi switched off, if you'd like to take the odd photo of your hopefully beautiful surroundings. Spending time alone really does help my mind stay level, and I think it could help others. I know I keep saying this, but it really is my meditation. It's great on so many levels. I've tried the traditional type of meditation, and it's okay, but it doesn't really work for me. I struggle to sit still for 10 minutes at the best of times, so I get a great deal more out of doing something like cycling or hiking than I do sitting still for 30 minutes with my eyes closed. But that's just me. I'm a very visual person, so if my eyes are occupied, generally my mind is happy. If you struggle with normal meditation, then this could be a great thing to try. Plus you're getting exercise at the same time. Win-win. Sometimes I'll cycle along here with some nice relaxing music playing in the headphones, usually something very chill, and sometimes to the extent of meditation music. It can really add to the experience, but again, that's just a personal thing, and it depends what kind of mood I'm in. On the other hand, I also like to cycle along here and just take in the natural sounds around me. Whenever I travel solo, or with my partner also, I like to choose music that suits the surroundings. I really feel it adds to the experience and makes it that little more authentic and exciting. If you've made it this far, I hope that you've enjoyed our little chat, and that maybe I've helped you a little by encouraging you to go for that local walk by yourself, or taking that cycle ride into nature by yourself, or even planning a weekend away by yourself for the future. I swear you won't regret it. It's so good for the mind and soul. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking now. This cycle ride continues on for a good while longer, so I'm just going to let it play out until I reach my destination, so you guys can continue the cycle ride that brings me much joy, much happiness, and helps maintain my own mental state. And lastly, to all new viewers, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and to everyone, gently hit that like button if you got any value from this video. It all helps the channel grow. So until then, enjoy the rest of the canal ride, take care and have fun folks, peace.